Let's dive into the fascinating intersection of dinosaurs and the Bible, a topic that has intrigued believers and skeptics alike for generations. Dinosaurs, those incredible creatures that once roamed the earth, and the Bible, the foundational text of the Judeo-Christian tradition, might seem worlds apart at first glance. Yet countless people have wondered, did the writers of the Bible know about dinosaurs? Are there clues in ancient scripture that point to these prehistoric giants? Or did the age of the dinosaurs come and go long before the first biblical scrolls were set down? The answer, as it turns out, depends a great deal on one's perspective about the origins of the earth and the intent behind biblical texts. If you lean toward the mainstream scientific view that the earth is billions of years old and dinosaurs went extinct about 65 million years before humans appeared, then it's unlikely that anyone referenced in the Bible ever saw a living dinosaur. The creatures of Genesis and Job, then, would be entirely separate from the dinosaurs we study in paleontology. In this scenario, the Bible's authors, living thousands of years ago, would have had no direct knowledge of dinosaurs, and so their writings wouldn't contain references to them. But not everyone reads Genesis through the same lens. Some people, especially those who hold to a young Earth creationist view, interpret the Bible's timeline as indicating that the Earth is only several thousand years old. According to this view, God created all living things, including dinosaurs and humans, within the same week described in Genesis. That opens up the intriguing possibility that humans and dinosaurs coexisted, at least for a short period. For these readers, the absence of the word dinosaur in the Bible isn't a problem, since the term itself wasn't coined until the 19th century. Instead, they look for ancient Hebrew words and descriptions that might point to giant reptiles. One of these words is Taniin, found throughout the Old Testament. Depending on the translation, Tannin might appear as sea monster, serpent, or dragon. In the King James Version, dragon is the most common rendering. The Tannin are depicted as formidable creatures, sometimes haunting the seas, and at other times appearing on land. With around 30 mentions, the Tannins seem to represent a category of large, mysterious reptiles, something far beyond the snakes and lizards we know today. It's easy to see why some people connect the Tannin to dinosaurs or other extinct megafauna. The imagery is vivid, and the creatures are presented as real, tangible threats or marvels within the biblical narrative. But Tannin isn't the only enigmatic beast in the Bible's pages. The Leviathan is another creature that captures the imagination. Described in Isaiah, Psalms, and most famously in the book of Job, the Leviathan is depicted as an awe-inspiring, destructive force of nature, an untamable sea monster with fearsome power. The poetic language in Job highlights its armored scales, fiery breath, and indomitable strength. Nothing on earth is its equal, a creature without fear. Such descriptions have led to centuries of speculation. Was the Leviathan a crocodile, a whale, or perhaps a surviving marine reptile from the age of dinosaurs like a Mosasaurus? Or is it a symbol for chaos and evil, a mythic representation rather than a biological reality? The ambiguity is part of what makes the Leviathan so compelling. Then there's the Behemoth, another giant described in Job. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you and which feeds on grass like an ox, the text says. The behemoth's bones are like bronze tubes, its limbs like iron rods, and its tail is likened to a cedar tree, a striking image of strength and size, eh? Many Bible footnotes suggest the behemoth could be a hippopotamus or an elephant, but critics point out that neither animal has a tail remotely comparable to a cedar. Some young Earth proponents proposed that the behemoth might be a sauropod dinosaur, such as Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus, whose massive tails would fit the biblical description far better. It's not only in scripture that giant reptilian creatures appear. Across the ancient world, nearly every culture has left behind artwork, carvings, and legends depicting monstrous, lizard-like animals. In North America, petroglyphs and figurines have been discovered that some claim resemble dinosaurs. South America boasts rock carvings that look strikingly similar to extinct species like Triceratops or Diplodocus. From Roman mosaics to Babylonian wall reliefs, from Mayan pottery to medieval bestiaries, images of dragons and giant serpents abound. Even in the historical record, travelers like Marco Polo wrote of encountering massive serpents in far-off lands. Creatures with jaws and claws that seem reminiscent of the prehistoric giants we know today from fossils. What are we to make of all this? Are these creatures simply the products of myth and imagination? Or do they hint at memories of real animals that once shared the earth with humanity? The answer, once again, depends on your interpretation of the evidence. If you believe the earth is ancient and the fossil record represents millions of years, then legends of dragons and monsters are just that. Legends. Perhaps inspired by the discovery of giant bones or the universal human fascination with the unknown. But if you take the biblical creation account at face value, you might see these stories as lingering echoes of humanity's encounters with the last of the dinosaurs. That raises another question. If dinosaurs and humans did coexist, what happened to the dinosaurs? The Bible doesn't give a clear account of their demise, but some suggest that the global flood described in Genesis could have wiped out most of the dinosaur population. Those that survived might have struggled to adapt to a changed world, facing new climates and competition with humans for resources. Over time, they may have been hunted to extinction, their memory preserved only in stories and artwork. Ultimately, the question of dinosaurs in the Bible remains open, inviting curiosity and conversation. The mysterious creatures described in Scripture, the legends passed down through generations, and the fossils unearthed by paleontologists all contribute to a tapestry of wonder and speculation. Perhaps the enduring fascination with dinosaurs and ancient monsters is part of the human longing to connect past and present, to unravel the mysteries of our world, and to marvel at the vastness of creation. Whether you see the Bible's behemoth and leviathan as real animals, poetic symbols, or something in between, the search for answers draws us into deeper reflection on both faith and science, and reminds us that some mysteries will always invite us to keep exploring.